Hello there, my YouTube family. How are you? I'm Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper, always coming to you with another topic that many of you have wrote me on, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you writing me, and I appreciate the emails. I appreciate the questions, and it is so tremendous. You know, when we're a family unit, we can give assistance to one another. One of the questions that you're asking is I am emotionally traumatized. What do I do? When you are going through emotional havoc with the narcissist, and the narcissist is causing a disarray of emotional instability, and everything is confusing, compelling, you're wondering what to do. Your heart is in the way of the wisdom that you need to operate. Your emotions are in a disarray. You don't know what you're really feeling. You're confused about what you're really feeling. And then you're exhausted emotionally. You're totally drained. Why? Because you've done everything you know to do. You've given everything you know to give. You've been everything you thought that she wanted you to be, that he wanted you to be, and still it's never enough. You can never satisfy an empty pit. You can never satisfy a bottomless pit. It's always something that is necessary. It's always something they're craving. It's always something that is needed. No matter what you do, you can never satisfy the narcissist. Why? Because there's this empty hole that is in this on the inside of them, that no matter what you do, it can never be filled. So you are in an emotional disarray. And what happened is, when you are trying to come to a conclusion of a problem and the narcissist does not take responsibility but shift the blame, the narcissist shift the blame because you holding them accountable. You are asking them to be accountable. It's almost like an injury to them, because who are you when they have grandiosity? Is part of their character, and they're better than anybody else. They are more grandeur than anybody else, and you can never meet their standard. Why? Because they're always above and you're always beneath. When you grow in love, when you fall in love, because you don't grow in love, you fall in love, and it's a one-way street. The intensity of the love that you give, it's only intensified on your part, because the narcissists usually are takers. They're takers. And when they give, it's an ulterior motive behind it. And the ulterior motive behind it is to get something to go their way. So they'll give you a crumb for a loaf of bread. And so you give the crumbs, they give you the crumbs, and you end up giving them a loaf of bread. And that's the way it is with your emotions. Your emotions is always crumbled back to you, torn back to you, dissected back to you. But they're requesting all of you, all of your devotion, all of your best part of you, they require. And when you don't give it to them, they complain. And you're giving and you're giving. If you put money in the bank and you keep taking out of the bank, keep taking out the bank, but you don't have an equilibrium system financially. You keep making a withdrawal, but you're not making deposit. You're going to get an overdraft system going. Overdrafts always cost, because it's adding up and you're not putting money in. Emotionally, love is meant to give and to give back. It's give and take. It's a mutual thing. And when you're not going into the relationship with a mutual giving and take, somebody going to end up with insufficiency emotionally. And that is what is happening. And when you are emotionally wrecked, your stomach is upset. All the cortisol going in your stomach. Your stomach is bloated. You're swelling. You are having bowel problems, eating problems. You are having headaches, and your blood pressure is up. I mean, you're having dizziness. You're having blurred vision. You're having forgetfulness. You are so tired till you can't sleep because you're too tired to sleep. And when you do sleep, you don't go to sleep. You usually fall where you are, sleep where you are, and then you don't have continuous, consecutive, restful sleep. You just have sleep because the body can't take anymore. So the body just fall into a sleep, 20 minutes, an hour, and you wake up. You're waking up through the night. You are having delirium. You're tired. You are having nightmares. You're dreaming of being left. You're dreaming of being abandoned. You're dreaming of being lost. You're dreaming of you're falling because you're emotionally exhausted. It's time that you have to pull out to cater to yourself. You have to get time to think, time to consideration. You're short temper, you're short fuse. Somebody drop a pen on the carpet, you're jumping. You are living by paranoia. You're living by fear. You're trying to laugh. Now it's so much. You can't even cover it up anymore until people can see something is wrong. You see the distance in your eyes. You see the distance in memory. You keep forgetting things, and now you have to write things down. You're 30 years old. You're 40 years old. You should be at the top of the game psychologically, and you are implementing like you are 80 years old, 90 years old. Your body is tired. Your muscles are tired. You're getting muscle cramps, and you sit down a minute. You're sleeping. You're driving, and you're so tired. If the light is long, you find yourself sleeping at the red light. And it's dangerous for you to be on the road. You got the kids, and I mean, you're taking them to school, and you are so drained until you are almost delirious. Emotional havoc, because you're given in a relationship that keep taking and taking and taking and taking. And you said, I'm married, but marriage is a two-way street. You give to me and I give to you. You take from me and I take from you. But it's just taking, and you're driving around emotionally with insufficient emotions, and they are so confusing until you don't know what it is to be happy. You know what it is to be sad. So when people say something that makes you happy, you don't know to laugh anymore. You don't know when to cry because you're crying all the time. You're sitting down and you're wondering, is there an end to this? When does this stop? What can I do? I've done everything I can do. You hold your baby and you're crying. You're cooking, you're crying. You're working, you're crying. You're driving, you're crying. You're at work, you take a break. Why? Because you're crying. All the tears is leaving your body, and you have no resolve. It's emotional havoc. Anytime you are being drained on a consistent basis, you have to pull out for reprieve. You have to put back into you, because you're living on the edge. And when you're living on the edge, one day you may go over the edge because you're fighting your mind. Insanity is right around the corner, because love does not exhaust to the point where you lose yourself. Love does not kill. It builds. You don't know what that means, because when the last time you built yourself? You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you can't see the wonderfulness of you anymore. You can't see the glory and the gloriness of you anymore. You can't see the beauty of you anymore. You put on makeup and they say how beautiful you are. You can't see it, and your eyes are always dazed. You're walking in a daze. It's like sleepwalking. And when you hear people talking, it's like they're talking far, far, far away. You see their mouth moving and their voice is coming out very slow. Dangerous position to be in. You need a reprieve. You need a break. Because when love calls you to disappear, when love exacerbates you in every form, diminish you with every form, and you are on your job, and it takes every calculative thought to do what you're good at, to do what should be easy, and you keep wanting the ease, and on the inside of you, you're screaming, give me a break. Just give me a break. Just give me a moment, and I'll be all right. And especially if you have little children. And then as soon as you get home, the demands start. If it is not the narcissist, the children need this. The children want this. The job is requiring this. Everyone is requiring something of you but you. What are you requiring of you? because you've given yourself to the narcissist. You've given yourself to the children. You've given yourself to the job. But you've not given yourself to you. God, you know he's there, but he seemed distant. He seemed in the distant future, in the distant past, but he don't seem right there. He used to. But you didn't realize how much you gave away. Even God you gave away. Because the narcissist has taken the place of everything. The narcissist has occupied everything. How do I get back from a throwback? Just like you did with the narcissist. One thought at a time, one day at a time. You have to move yourself out of unsafe places to get safe thoughts, safe thinkings, safe position. You're going to have to shift. You got to reset. You got to give yourself permission and the right to reset, because nobody else is going to do that for you. Nobody else is going to allow you to reset. Nobody else is going to give you the opportunity to shift. So I make up in my mind to shift. I did a video, and it is a very imperative video. It's when the supply has had enough. When you go to the finish line, when you enter a race from the start line, every race you go to the finish line, or you can default out where it does not count. You matter every day. You count every day. You are in position every day to make a decision and be the best that you can be. I want to lift your arms up. I want to lift your mind up. I want to re-engage your thoughts. I want to tell you how wonderful you are, how awesome you are. I want to tell you that you got a lot to give, a lot to be, a lot to become. I want to tell you that your future can still kiss you, embrace you, and hold you. I want to tell you it ain't over until you say it's over. And guess what we say? We're just beginning. So if it's round 3, get up again. You can and you will do it again. If you need cheerleader, put this video on and play it, play it, play it. I will be your voice. I will be your cheerleaders. And there are others. Cluster B, Free Karen. T on NPD. Telsha. Come on here. Dr. Carmen Bryan. Dr. Romani. There are many that are in your corner to say, I can, I will, and you shall. Listen to it. Girl, get up. Guy, get up. It's not the end of you. It's not the failure of you. Frustration, yeah, but it ain't over, baby. It's just now beginning. I am Helen Sadler. I'm your destiny helper. You know what? I would love for you to go with me to Hawaii. I want you to keep looking at the community tab. I'm almost done with the website, and we're getting ready to put it up. Save your money. Get your tickets to Honolulu, Hawaii. You can buy your plane tickets now, because we're going to be there, and we're going to be together, and we're going to be your team player, and we're going to lift up your arms, and we're going to let you tell your story so others can hear your story. And we're going to tell you that when you come back, you're going to come back stronger, more powerful, and even mightier. You are a winner. Emotional havoc and emotional exhaustion, of course. You've been there, done that. Let's do something different. I'm Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper. Write me, destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. Let's see how we can take it to the next level. Let's level up. I'll see you on the next video.